Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. Please don't let the big guy get killed. Uh-oh.
Kotallo!
Did Kotallo get hit? Oh no, okay, we're fine. We're really just gonna let her run away? No one's gonna fire a single arrow? Not one?
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hekarro will be run red.
Really? Not a single person? Not one arrow?
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go.
I don't think these people were... maybe one or two of them were contestants, but... I think the Sky Clan guy got killed.
I should have finished Regalla. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Thank you for not
Tend
getting
to the
killed.
wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the Ten.
Is this an elevator button? Ooh, it is.
This is it. Aether's below.
Oh. Should probably grab the ladder on the way down.
What was this place?
Good question. Oh, it's not involved at all. It's just...
There. That console.
Oh, it's like little birds. Look. It's a much more pleasant identifier than Hades' crazy, like, geometry nonsense was. WTH Perkins. Data corrupted every partition in the cluster without telling me again. We had power surges all over the place, including one in the main building at 8:31 p.m. Right when Director Cardori was heading out for the night. The Gold Mountain Hollow lit up from total darkness right as she walked by, and it scared the living shitballs out of her. She was pissed, dude. What are you trying to do? Get us all something. Any other lore down here? Huh, interesting. I was expecting a lot more here. I guess not.
Come on, Aether. Time to go home.
Is Aether not even gonna...
Yes. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Oh, I was kind of...
Master override activated. Restoring Aether subordinate function to original code.
I was kind of hoping we'd talk with Aether a little bit more. They seemed nice.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
Why did that... Oh, the whole console just went away.
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the Ten are now clear to us.
Oh, Aether was corrupting it?
This This must be the vision that Chief Hikaru saw years ago. All of the visions are changed, and this one just arrived.
Oh.
Aloy, here. Let's talk.
I guess she was just talking to herself? That's a familiar looking building.
The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hikaru.
More testimony of the old ones.
So everyone's gonna love me now, huh? Oh, wait, maybe not.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
Oh, the speech!
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat.
Oh, everything makes more sense now.
Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Oh, everyone's saluting. Come on, Aloy, join it. Oh, she's a party pooper. What a nice conclusion to things. Well, this part anyway.
Reporting for duty, Commander.
What?
I'm coming with you.
Maybe you get a cool prosthetic
Hikaru
arm?
needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
He's not questioning how I'm talking?
Will do, Aloy.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
Man, I hope we get back there and he has a cool, like, super prosthetic arm. That was cool.
Right.
Oh, there's like
I
quests
need to
now.
get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Was that there before? Yeah. Yeah, I remember reading that one. Boing, 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 boing.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest.
Well, let's see all these now.
Whether at home or abroad, JTF-10 protected assets critical to the insurrection. Deep in the jungle, concealed by mud and darkness, they laid their traps for their enemies.
They start as challengers. Which of them will leave as marshals?
Oh, they still have pre-Cold Root dialogue.
So, I've been thinking.
Okay. I'll come back here
I'm
later.
going to petition to join the Chief's Guard.
What brought this on?
With everything that's happened, I feel like I need to do more. For the clan, the tribe.
Okay. I'll join too then.
Bless you.
I wasn't asking you to.
I know. But you and me, guarding the Memorial Grove? Maybe even catching some fights in the arena. Come on.
I guess it would be nice to have a friend there.
That settles it then.
I love the idle dialogue. Just like, it's just the world is alive kind of feeling. It's nice.
We held off Regala once. We'll do it again.
This place has become a museum again. It's so cool.
Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert. JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover, crippling enemy supply lines. Observe the grit of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast,
May honor
conditioned for any climate.
Walk in times of
JTF-10
peace.
were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
Cool. Man, a lot of shit went down before the world ended. Or I guess caused the world to end, I should say.
Aloy, a word, if you will?
Ah, Dekka, do I want to? Hold on a second.
Out in the field or relaxing at base, Joint Task Force 10 acted as one. Led by Colonel Edward De La Hoya, their bodies and weapons were always armed for battle.
Do you have a moment?
Ink, bruises. These daredevils of the sky shared it all.
Alright.
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Well, thanks to you, the Chief still lives. And hope remains.
I wonder if her mouth is supposed
But
to be
that's
like
not
a
why I wanted to
burn,
speak with you.
not paint.
I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Kavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly.
Oh.
Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hekarro cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Kavo is the last of my blood.
Well,
What made
I
Kavo
didn't want to
join
do a side
Regala's
quest
rebellion?
For some, Regala represents a chance of vengeance against the Karja. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clan's back at Barren Light. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to Meridian.
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took it as a call to arms.
Yes. But others, the young especially, care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting an age-old enemy. As for Kavo, it was probably a bit of both. And a youthful desire for a cause to get the blood burning. Nothing I said could stop him.
You said Kavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief Hekarro, the clans warred constantly with each other. Every skirmish claimed another comrade. One by one, I buried my children. And then, their children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but I never found comfort there. Only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Kavo from following the trail of blood.
If Kavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hekarro let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try.
Oh boy.
So if Cavo didn't listen to you when he joined the rebels, what makes you think he will now?
Cavo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. War was a stranger to him. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. He will listen. He must. I just have to find him before it's too late.
I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Cavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
I'll meet you there.
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there.
Alright, no more
Until
accepting
then,
side quests.
strike true.
Damn, this lady's a grandma and she still kicks ass. Like my grandma. I'm getting all turned around. I just wanted to make sure I knew where I was going.
Why would she do that?
There's another quest over there. I wonder if they're going to salvage this plane to put in the big fancy throne room. I wonder if we'll even see the throne room fixed in the natural progression of the game's story. Okay, we want to fast travel all the way. Where was there? I wish you could just fast travel to the place. I didn't even try. Maybe you can just fast travel to the building. Load times are nice. Hold on a second.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Why can't I use this? Can I? You're too close to the destination. I guess I could if I... Alright, well next time. I'm not going to sit next to her. She's going to tell me another rumor.
Race isn't over yet.
Race? Well, they definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed.
What the hell was that?
I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
Another time, perhaps. I wonder if they've made any progress with fixing up this building. Hope there's someone to talk to.
Like this? Oh,
You're not
practicing.
waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own.
Alright, everyone. Everyone has these cute little sayings. Very nice.
You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Kotallo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
What was that? Okay. Yeah, my reaction too. Well, I'm happy the game didn't go the route of
Well, they didn't
all
have
alone.
left feet like I do.
I could teach you.
Don't tempt me. By the forge, find an inn and leave me alone.
What's in here? Oh, lots of just loot. Okay, I'll take it. Ooh, look, they have been decorating.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodation.
Did they now?
I see.
Huh. Okay, well, good for them. Not good for poor Erend, who has to kind of deal with this. Is this our new buddy? Can we get him a cool prosthetic, please? Wait, was there a workbench in here before? I don't recall that. Where did they get all the candles?
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
What do these symbols mean?
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekotteh took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Carja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
And why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekotteh. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekotteh think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekotteh knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekotteh spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hekarro and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well, I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hekarro also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings. and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hekarro say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best martial. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the Focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines that answer to Gaia?
Yes.
Oh wow, they really know a lot about the plan then.
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
What do you think of our squad?
They seem eager to fight. Though I admit it is strange to see an Utaru in the ranks. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
She seemed pretty effective when she took out the machines that were guarding this base.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
You are. Okay.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hekarro and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the Ten walk with you.
You know, I keep saying it that it would be cool if he got a prosthetic arm, but on the other hand, he's pretty capable without one, so I guess it wouldn't be a big deal if he didn't get one. Well, let's talk to all our buddies while we're here.
Hey.
Hey.
A nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right. How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
Wait, more dialogue?
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
Oh, I guess I could have come back here before finishing that quest line.
I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do. Sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful. You know?
I'm just look right up his
some
nose.
Time, but yeah. I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
I wonder if Gaia is just sitting in
I
her
better
room,
go.
going like,
Right.
"Yeah, can you
leave
can
you
you
to
bring that part? Can you bring it?" She like knows I'm in the building, but I'm just not going there yet. I guess I gotta go behind the counter. Was this a bar? What was this, I wonder?
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
I like you better without the hat.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Oh, that's it?
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones.
What's your doing? Stop
including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Well...
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data
Do you mean the alphabet?
And showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least. And heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Oh.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong. day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Carja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Carja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle.
Sorry I'm not talking a
We
lot,
knew
but
we
this is
couldn't
all
take on the
interesting
Carja
exposition.
armies head on. But we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Carja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You
My
said
goodness,
you were
this
at
one just
Barren
keeps
Lights
going.
when the Tenakth defeated the Carja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvests passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
Okay.
Right, I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
And that just leaves good old Varl. Good old Varl.
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl. I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility.
She just walked through a chair.
Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using
Through the chair again.
Against them.
Let's hope that's enough. Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Aaron stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
Interesting that some music survived despite I guess if it was a local archive. Is this where I came in? No.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Okay, so I'm filling the archive.
So this Hephaestus, he's like Gaia's own personal blacksmith.
Yeah, a very angry one.
That's like my Uncle Laurent. Man didn't smile a day in his life and would box your ears if you messed with his forge.
It's these little moments that are really... Wait, it's saying there's a campfire there?
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room.
Oh.
Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Okay, we'll take a look around in here in the next episode and then go talk to Gaia. And then I want to get that campfire if that's on the eastern side. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I'm back. I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.